And thanks for joining us here on The News at 6. I'm Mike Seeler.
And I'm Dawn Baker. Tonight we are learning more about the charges against the suspect accused of that shooting of multiple soldiers at Fort Stewart last week. This comes as Sergeant Cornelius Radford had his first appearance in military court today. His charges include attempted murder.
Our Shay Schrader joins us live outside of Fort Stewart now. And Shay, what have you learned today?
Sergeant Radford's charges are as follows. He is being charged with premeditated attempted murder, domestic violence, and aggravated assault. We've also learned that he is going to remain behind bars while he awaits trial, and that was determined at a pre-trial confinement review today, which happened on base at Fort Stewart. Radford went in front of what's known as a military magistrate, which is a military judge that handles matters of pre-trial hearings. Now, there was also a military prosecutor and Radford's defense present. All the charges, or after the charges are reviewed and referred by the military, there will be pre-trial hearings and potentially a trial depending on how that process goes.
There will certainly be a time for pre-trial motions. There will be a time for, obviously, negotiations between the parties. And then if it is not resolved and the case is still there, then yes, it would move forward to a trial. Something else that I had said before, is there a question about the competency of Mr. Radford? That is a question that is always out there. That could slow this process.
Sergeant Radford is going to be moved from the Liberty County Jail. That's where he's been since the shooting happened, but he will now be in military confinement on the Naval Consolidated Brig Charleston at Joint Base Charleston, South Carolina. We are going to continue to follow this as more information becomes available. For now, live in Liberty County, Shay Schrader, WTOC News.
Thank you, Shay. You'll remember 5 soldiers were injured. 3 of them have been released from the hospital. We ask about the conditions of the other 2 who are now still in the hospital, but Fort Stewart officials say they will not be releasing that information. 6 soldiers sprang into action to help stop the accused shooter and also rendered aid to the victims. All of them received medals from the Secretary of the Army last week.
You can take a look at our past coverage on this case by going to our website, WTOC.com. There we have included statements from local, state, and federal leaders, as well as full interviews. Look for this story on our homepage. New development.